y'all for being crazy enough to thank y'all for being crazy enough to be here with us in the moment right now. This is, I'm talking about.
When you think about a creative landscape, oftentimes artists don't really collaborate and they do their own thing in their own areas. But you know what? Me and Rain wanted to change that.
You fucked up in real life.
Oh yeah. It's dope as what to me. So like, why not document it? You feel me? Like, and just I saw your bio and I looked at all the other pages that you manage and everything you're a part of, and I'm like, yo, this nigga's a well-rounded.
So, we ask that you step into this web of connections with us and enjoy the ride as we journey through the web.
A lot of times in South Florida, artists are segmented. You're in Pompano, you're in Miramar, and we don't really know each other. We're neighboring, but we don't speak to each other, we don't collaborate. And I think that's weird. Now, you know a lot of artist hubs in Miami, not Miami, in Atlanta, in Houston, in Philly. Like there's a lot of stuff going on there, staples of music. But for us, I believe that we're the front runners of music and we impact a lot of music, especially in rap. However, when our artists blow up, they kind of move to different states and they just live their life, you feel me? But I sense a bit of community with what we've got going on. And I've been watching a lot of y'all for a while, and I think we can create something. What I want to do is basically bridge artists in South Florida through not only a music tape, but also a documentary. So, yeah, what do y'all think?
There was so much separating and dividing the community before this event. And here we are.
Like, we're all artists, but we all keep trying to box people into certain things. Like, you can be a rapper and a spoken word artist. I don't need your raps to be poems, and I don't need your poems to be raps. It's just trying to make, I don't know, we just keep trying to put people in boxes, and I feel like I've been fighting that. And that's when you ask me what my lane is, that's what it is fighting against this idea that in order to make somebody make sense for us, we have to put them somewhere else.
I think once we started to tap in with people from Miami, you know, the same love that we show each other here, we show each other to people there. Exactly, and that kind of started bridging it. And then even when you pay attention to somebody like Greatness, he pulls artists from all over the place, and he'll have them come here, home, to Broward, Lauderdale, or whatever the case may be. And I think that's what helps everybody to kind of like come together and see that, you know, it's not a crab in a barrel mentality for everybody. Like, we all can eat.
How do we raise the level of Miami? You know what I mean? Like, how do we bring the awareness to the city? How do we let people know, like, yo, like, Miami's dope as fuck? You know, everybody that's out here that's doing something and really trying to do some shit.
Yeah, like we were talking about off camera. Miami, South Florida could really rival Atlanta. Like, it just takes a bit of connectivity, and that's what we're here for.
I would say, honestly, everybody in Omni really helps, you know, get things done and really helps set the structure. Noah especially is very, because Noah doesn't make music, right? Like, that's not his primary focus. His primary focus is how do we structure this better? How can we, like, after every show, it's like, all right, what can we have improved on this show? Right. What can we have improved on with this last drop? What can we have improved on? So it's always what can be better? Okay, we did this cool. We executed this nicely. We did it to how we, as best as we could have. How can we do it better? And that's like I said, that's the main thing.
Honestly, there's just so much talent around Broward and just South Florida in general that people deserve the opportunity to just come together and share.
We put together basically just to like shout out artists, bro. We want a communal space where people can just come, meet each other, show their work, find out other dope people. Like, I basically wanted to create the way that I found people. Like, I found people by throwing events, meeting people at other events and saying, hey, you're dope, I like your stuff, hey, you're dope, we follow each other, get mutual and then from there, you know, a whole like budding relationships comes.
People won't be like, they try to link up because there's new faces, people you don't know.
Yeah.
And once you really trap out your own backyard, you gotta start trapping somewhere else.
Yeah.
So like,
I definitely agree.
If everyone in your backyard already knows who you are, cool, but I need new faces.
True.
So I really need to be in different areas that even if I don't live there, have some type of presence there.
I was like, oh no, I ain't the only one doing this. I'm kind of a small ant in this colony of creatives. So that was kind of the vehicle for me, and still happening now. Just going to Miami, going to these shows, and kind of investing in that community and giving back so much to me. Like the amount of people who show love and show different things. And it's funny like how closely the Miami and Broward scenes are, but it's like, even when you go to a Miami show, they're kind of like, "You're not from here." Like,
yeah, they can tell.
They're like,
they can tell.
You're not doing certain things. So it's cool for that reason, just to be a fish out of water and experience things that way. So that brings even more intrigue to me when I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing? Come on my show. Let's have a conversation about why you love art so much, why you love creativity, why you can't stop this."
You guys are in this room. You have been selected to be on the executive board on what we're calling Through the Web.
What you're witnessing here are the architects of what became the Through the Web album and documentary. This meeting marks the beginning of a journey to bring our collective vision to life. This is something that promised to redefine collaboration and innovation in the digital age. Each person here plays a crucial role, contributing unique insights and skills to realize the dream of a connected creative group. Something authentic, something real. The board.
We want to start teasing some of this late June, early July. Even if the project isn't done, visuals is something on the back end we can meet up and do like this. Because again, like I said, we want to interview people, we want to do this. So if you guys want to send in suggestions for artists you should still tap in with, not just artists by the way, so don't stick to just music. We want all types of creators, models, photographers, anybody.
Pillars in the community.
Yeah, and don't keep it just Broward, please don't. Please God don't. Don't keep it just Broward. Go to Miami. If you know somebody in Palm that wouldn't mind coming down here, or at least
I actually know a lot of artists there.
In Boca? To tap in with or put on this list?
Yeah, like to tap in and who would be interested.
We started with that. Now y'all finish?
I'm good. Sorry.
I ain't mean to step on the toes. But so this is probably the most important part of this meeting, and it's probably gonna be the heftiest, is the artist selection pool, right? So if you all got the mass text, y'all are supposed to come with 5 options. Great that y'all have y'all 5. Me and Vinay had like 40. But we've narrowed that list down. Vinay and I carefully selected a very, very esteemed group of people who we thought would be the best suited to help us put together, execute, and maintain this project and album, whether it be production or visuals or wherever else we felt like we needed a hand in. This group of people, the board, quote unquote, was going to be the perfect group to help us execute that. The board consisted of different members who were creatively passionate about something in one way, shape, or the other, whether it been music, whether they were an artist or a producer or actual physical art or just anything that we felt like we would have needed to execute this project, no matter what avenue we were going to take it creatively. We gathered the best people possible.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the guy. But go on SoundCloud and put in Golden. Promise.
She sounds like Nancy.
Separate the producers from musicians, because I think you can have musicians, and then you could have that enhancing production, but you still have producers.
True.
So that's a whole different bag, because we can get musicians in here that's really down for art, and we can do that.
True. Yeah.
People be willing, ready.
No, for sure. I think we should do that.
So we gotta be transparent about capacity and availability. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm tired of shit. You feel me? Like, and I feel like, I'm not just saying that from a pretty sure that's Eddie, but it's a fucking Tuesday, right? So as honest as you can be about what you're able to provide to this project, because it matters. Some of this shit, depending on some of y'all roles, literally will not move if you don't make it happen. Yes, we have the executive producers. yes, this is Renee's and Justin's brainchild, but there's only so much we can do, and there's some shit that y'all teaching us that we didn't even think about prior to these meetings. So, yeah,
that's why we're here.
That's why we're all here. So I'm making this group chat now, and again, just as a trend.
They have a crib in Hollywood, like it's a whole house just meant for content. Literally, like, I just gotta talk to them and they'll be down with it. Cause
you just pull up and bring your own stuff.
You bring your own stuff and you plug up, plug into their.
And they charge as far as the freedom.
They won't charge us.
As far as the freedom of the
Okay, so
project.
can we work together on that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll work on that.
I'm loving the conversation. I'm loving the suggestions.
Like I was telling Monty like earlier, like I told you, like something big is gonna happen. Like there's so much shit going on. Literally said that today.
Chasing for the confidence, you know I had to face shit. I was going hard in the basement, but I was going harder for the placement. Yeah, things on. You couldn't pay me.
So this is you.
Yeah.
You want a new coat?
I've never seen this video. What the fuck? You can't do that.
Give me the money. Love for so long, might be infamous. I don't need to be infamous. I'm trying to make evidence. Going hard as children. Be feeling salty, why the fuck I'm in so sentiment? Try to use all my enemies just to get to my figures. I ain't no man for real. I was
like actually reach out, because that's what everybody's afraid of, is like going out and like talking to people, getting to know people. I feel like once you get past that first shell and you crack it, you're literally gonna be in the center. Like that's what we're kind of at right now. Like we're trying to like get connected with them too. We're trying to break down all the barriers that people may be afraid of like talking to somebody because they're like, oh no, they might not respond or they may not fuck with my music or my vision. But everybody kind of has the same dream and goal, and that's to be on top. I feel like if we're all on top together, there's no stopping.
After having the board meeting and bringing our board members together, and after carefully selecting all of the artists from our artist selection pool, next step was the artist networking day, a big meeting at the K's headquarters where everybody was going to meet and find out why they're here, what we're doing, and be a part of history.
Looking at this room, there's hella talent, and there's gonna be hella shine, hella spotlights everywhere. So I can't wait to work with y'all and see what the fuck we gonna have popping.
I'm Cara Kaizen. I'm a artist, aesthete, an alchemist. I'm a producer. I'm a generator. And I'm very glad to have everybody here. There's one thing that I would like for people to say, though. As we pass this around, can I know your strength, like something that you feel like, yeah, you know, I'm big-chested about this. Okay? And something that you would say is almost like not a weakness, but a drawback. Something for them to nerf you real quick, you know? For me, okay, I'll go first. For me, I believe like a strength is my listening. Like I love communication. And I feel like that's something that really helps me with art, because to me, everything is communication, like perception. A nerve for me, I think would be, I think too much a little bit. So sometimes when I'm trying to freestyle, I'd be like, give me a pen real quick.
The artist networking day. That was such a make or break moment for me and Rain. Really looking back, we did a lot of the hard work in the board meeting, picking and choosing artists that we think were primed best for this project. And those characteristics really consisted of a few things, right? We were looking for an artist that had dropped in the last quarter. A lot of times there are musicians and artists out there that, you know, they might be talented as heck, but if they're not pushing themselves, they're probably not going to be primed for this project. And so we all collectively agreed as a board, we want somebody that's dropping consistently, obviously somebody that's talented. But then the third key here, if we're talking about bridging a gap, we wanted to bring different artists together.
Y'all and anything y'all need, I'm here to support my team and anything they need. Ooh, what is it time for?
Time to go.
That nigga said, get out my house.
We wanted variety. We wanted people that were serious about their craft and were pushing each other. So after we got to that point, here we are. We need these artists to meet each other. And, you know, on my end, I was doing my thing, reaching out. Hey, it's going to be this. It's going to be a Cage studio. You got to meet us. You know, it's going to be at this time. Shoot, we threatened them with a good time. We had food and drinks and things like that as well. And the point of the Artist Networking Day was really to bring these artists together so they could get a feel of who they would be working with throughout the summer. The day finally came. Me and Rain did what we did for the 5th time, I want to say, which was pitch the idea now in front of the board and the artist and kind of gauge where everybody's feelings were on, you know, bridging a gap. And one of the biggest things that we wanted to drive home is if you're an artist, if you're creative and you're serious about being successful in this field, you can't be afraid to launch, and you cannot wait on the likes of anything major to reach out to you and say they want to put you on a spotlight. What we can do instead is provide a platform to spotlight each other and move up in the ladder that way.
Y'all believe me, right? Yeah. See how I can just stand up here and lie to y'all?
I've been saying one, I've been showing how they get their damn one. Look at God, I got his damn son. Everybody know I'm chosen, yes I know it, and I'm golden. Had to really go and flow in. Please on my back, I'm trolling. In this guy, you know it, it's my golden. Sit on your bitch, be the Trojan. Pray they got niggas in broken. Outside in that man was flying on that shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Know I like a root. Follow you in direction, but show you that I love you. Shut up, bitch, brother, what you like, shit, nigga, fuck.
And so I think the artists really understood the point that we were trying to drive home. The whole thing about 6 degrees of separation and the web of connections. Myself, I've always thought that was real. And so we could tell that there were people who hadn't seen each other in a while, but knew each other. So already the dots were connecting. A passion. It felt like something that clicked. It just felt right. People were freestyling. People were excited to hear each other's music. It seemed like the artists, the producers, the board, we were all excited for what would become a phenomenal fucking project.
Get in there.
After all the artists met each other, it was now time to get to work.
That's it.
We'll put it out there, everything comes back.
Going in there, you don't know what they expect off for real. It's like, you can only hope for the best, and that's why I went in there, you feel me, hoping for it. Just.
Cage headquarters had 2 main studios, Studio A and Studio B. At some point, we even ended up makeshifting the content room into a Studio C. But for this first weekend, we were stuck in Studio A and Studio B. Some really, really great tracks that ended up making the album were made in these studios on this first weekend.
That shit gonna start singing.
Southside, zipping slow, big wheels up on this hoe, nuts hanging in that back. Ride nigga, cruise slow. You don't know my name, baby.
from the beginning, like from the first day to even this day, like that shit started weeding out, and you started seeing the real people who were like willing to be there throughout the long time. You feel me? Like
That shit got slimmer and slimmer and slimmer, man.
Why are you?
Everybody felt like they needed to be here. Like the purpose was just booming throughout that house for that first weekend. Everybody was just locked in. It was crazy. Like to record in Studio B, couldn't even record with the AC on, so we definitely had to turn that off. But like for most people, that'd be like, nah, bro, I'm not really doing this. I can record somewhere else, or I could just wait until Studio A is free. But we got it done. We got it done. We got some legendary tracks out that studio session. For anybody that's listening at this point, if you've heard the album, and you definitely have heard songs like Sewing, Work For Us, Tenfold.
Getting heavy monkey weighing on my back. They ain't want me when I was on my ass. They ain't want me when I was down bad.
All of that was made within 24 hours, June 3rd and June 4th. I'll never forget. It was the beginning of history.
But you gotta stretch that word out to get to the next part. You're trying to speed past it. And that's what's kind of like, you gotta just take your time and flush it out fully.
Nah, it just be taking me a minute.
Day 2 studio sessions was absolutely incredible and something that none of us really saw coming in the way that it spread. The mindset was starting to spread of bridging the gap. People got wind that an artist camp was happening, and it felt like something almost revolutionary.
So what do you think about what's going on right now?
I love it, honestly. Just watching everybody like get hype off of each other's stuff and like.
You had producers, you had different artists showing up, you had photographers showing up, you had Grammy award-winning engineers in the building. It was different. It was exciting. This was the day that Blue Nightmare laid the foundation for changes. Super memorable. We were all looking like, what the fuck? This guy could snap. This guy could really sing. We already knew that song was gonna make the album when we heard it.
Oh, hey, what's up? You good? Who else came out?
Really locked in on how to make it something more than just individual artists coming together, but more so a collective of artists with camaraderie, weaving together a web of a perfectly curated work of art.
Sorry.
What's that lady name? Fucking Adele, man.
I thought you were saying
her
Thames or
regular
something.
voice is not like, you feel me? But when she sings, she sound like she speak English, man, like us. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you just gonna go to the next best thing that you can do with your instrument. That's why most of them use that. And it's like a slang thing with it too. It's like easy.
This machine that we're trying to build right now has so many working and moving parts that like don't interfere with one another. We're all collaborating. And that was the point of this. Everybody is from different parts of Broward County, and yet here we are.
If Miami wants to truly grow, like in South Florida, everyone wants to truly grow, then we need to truly start helping each other grow. Like, if I see your brand, all right, I'm gonna help you grow your brand. Because if my brand grows, and your brand grows, and her brand grows, it's like, then what does that look like? It looks like then everyone in Miami is moving.
Who do you guys feel like Corella serves as a brand? Like, what's your demographic? Who is this art supposed to speak to?
It's everyone but Miles. He's gonna know my favorite saying is, it's elegant street art. So it's about a taste. It's not about if you're rich or you're poor, or more of like, can you afford this? It's just like there's a certain taste of what we're pushing out. And it's just that, are you just hit to that taste, and it's simply that. It's just, I wanna make like fun, quality garments, pieces of work, but there's people just have in the house and they can just range in all different prices, so.
I was on my ass, I never had a chance to go and touch grass. Playing with these chains like a man in Alcatraz. Hold up, yeah, but now I felt it, I've been through it all. I find peace getting lost behind these four walls. Probably best if I let these chains go. Probably best if I let these chains go. And she said, oh.
Walking through the dark night, woo! Trying to find my light, I found something I can wrap my head around. Woo! Brought my knees to the ground, 'cause I see myself now. In the highest vibe, it'll be any time now, till I touch the sky.
In this childhood home of somebody that I just met like a week prior. Not even a week prior to this instance on day 2. And we're already bringing all types of people through his crib. And it's just beautiful to see what came out of that.
What else Who's in here?
You got anybody else you want to give to? Or you was going to give to?
Let's see.
It is. That's what that. Where you got more?
Nah, I sold out. I literally just gave. I just gave away my last one.
Fam,
that's what happens.
Fam, I know you see you every single time, and I look dead at your hat and then look back at you. He see him do what he do, fam. It's crazy.
I just be dripping, and then when people ask, I be like, yeah, just humbly, because my gift is through Christ. You feel me?
That's a real spirit, bro.
I remember you saying that, during COVID, that's when your mind started working and getting the idea to create Poitiers. As it stands right now, why you? Like, why do you think that you're the person to excel in the creative work that you're doing with merch?
It's not even about just like, oh, I want some money, I want all this money, I want to build an empire, I want to do all this craziness. I just really love doing this craft, just making clothes, having people put it on. It's like the best feeling possible.
As all of that excitement was happening and the outside noise was peering in the best way possible, of course, we had to really lock in.
All right, one more time.
Man, color candles, man. You already know what it is. CLRD. Y'all can see that.
Bro, what year you started making music, dog?
I started dropping music my freshman year of high school.
Rio, 2017?
Damn, nah, bro. 2017, I was like a junior or some shit, bro. Bro. I graduated 19, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we graduated 17. You're not that far.
So I was like freshman, like 14, bro. 2014, 15. What that flow was you was saying earlier.
Oh, let me hear it.
Good.
Where's my water?
One more time.
Oh yeah, Tioki like 28.
Yeah, but I was in fucking high school, and I was like seeing him, and I tried to hit that man on some like, what? Yeah, bro. Like, you feel me? And
That's
it
crazy.
just didn't work out, but now we done made some.
Like you said, cuz we laying down the foundation and shit.
Yeah,
you know, we trying.
But man, look, shout out to man Bar. He told me some shit the other day. He said it all starts with you, and I just think that's some real shit. Like this is the perfect example of it starting with you. You feel me?
Yes. You guys know him. You're talking to everybody in this room, so it's just a group conversation. Yeah. Josh's gonna be recording everything. I'm gonna be off to the side. Whenever you.
On purpose, baby girl, is it on purpose when you try to front on me?
This time we really had to lock in. We didn't tell anybody that we were recording outside of the artist because we needed to focus. After we reviewed all of the songs that were created in the first weekend, we realized that while these songs were an amazing start, we needed more songs to choose from to really cultivate the album that we were looking to cultivate together. So we had to lock right back into the studio at the most available day for all of us. That brings us to day 3 in the studio. Just us. Just the engineer, just the producer. What can we make? It was more focused. A lot more songs came from this, and we still had fun. We, at this point, understood that a lot of the artists seemed to favor the A room at the time for whatever reason, but I always saw the magic in the B room, and I locked in with ATP when I had the time, and he was playing beats, and then I heard this one beat, and I was like, damn. Yo, King Cap, there's this song that ATP is cultivating for us. I'm gonna need you on that game. He sat down, he heard it, and he got straight to work. That ended up becoming Lift You Up with me, King Cab, and ATP.
Check it. Look. Oh fuck, I missed my come in. My bad. That's fine. Yeah.
We also had really nice vibes going with Lil Yellow, Blue Nightmare, and Foreign for Fight. When we sat back and listened to that track, we got chills down our spine. It was just one of those beats Golden Kush had produced, and it was like, damn, bro, we definitely gotta make sure that one hits the project. This is the day that La Malara, Cinny, and I believe a few other individuals were introduced to this project. We were very keen on diversifying the types of artists that we brought to the scene. As great as the first couple of sessions were shaping up, we just didn't have a strong woman presence on this project, and I was really pushing to change that. I reached out to as many women as I could that might have been interested. But on top of that, everybody was like, okay, so we here, we might as well get to work.
You want to start it? Okay, because you already have it in your mind, Greg. Can y'all sit to that mic and do that all that?
So as a result, the B room kind of became girls only at a point that night. Shout out to the amazing women who came through and displayed their wonderful talents. Shout out Cinny for hopping in her multi-dimensional bag and showing off her production and engineering skills. Shout out Melody for laying down some amazing, just ethereal vocals. Shout out Blue Mystic, who also took a stab at this track. Shout out La Malara, of course.
I feel like it should repeat before it goes into that. But I feel like you're probably already gonna do that. I don't know if I'm doing it. Oh, you're fighting for the verse.
Okay, boom, imagine you in the car with your boo, right? Yeah. And then she like, you know what?
who was that bitch you was texting on January 5th of this date, blah,
So
blah,
what?
blah.
Ooh,
And then you're like, what the fuck, why are you bringing that up? And you're like, and then she's like, well, you know, you were being on some fuck shit today, so I'm bringing it up. And then you're like, you ruined the night, and the song is about.
Have y'all ever heard that Whitney Houston song?
Friday night, you and your boys went out.
Right. So y'all can do it like all y'all attacking Blue for being a piece of shit.
No,
and
that's
Blue is the
basically
last
what
verse. I'm like, what y'all talking about? I love all y'all equally. Like, I don't know. So let's hear the beat though, gang. Let's hear the beat. Let's hear the beat.
I was like, wait a minute.
Well, it's not done yet. But
I'm so sorry. I said you're a piece of shit, gang. Blue Nightmare is a great guy, guys.
But Cinny, but La Malara, they motherfucking slid. So we all sat down and did a listen through because that was a perfect time for us all to lock in and be like, this is where we are with this project. Now, where do we go from here? It was real sexy vibes, and I felt like that really fit the vibe for Cinny and La. They hopped on what became No Rush. And this session here really marked the tone.
We really can't thank La and Cinny enough for their contribution to this project. They provided vibes that had they had not came through, we probably wouldn't have had. And as things began winding down with the No Rush session, we continued on this smooth, sultry vibes with another monumental track for the project. I know y'all recognize that beat. Shout out Vader.
To everything a car might have just hit a light pole.
A car just hit a light pole?
Supposedly.
What's the block?
Boom, and this shit went out.
Oh shit. like we're on that
Come
same
on,
page.
man.
Like,
Yes,
driven. I need you, bro. My face is on the line with this. You feel me? Like, you see how much shit I just talked about? Good, alright.
Niggas stop holding
hands.
It's a kumbaya outside. Hey, that's really what we bringing humans together, though.
Not for real. This what's it called, like catastrophic shit.
Yeah. Teamwork. Come on, guys. Jesus Christ.
Yes, you got it, bro. If you fall, there you go.
There you go. Everybody got their legs, bro. You good? Drop. They got your legs. Drop. Light pole gets hit. Power out. Down the whole block. This nigga foreign hops on the roof. Nobody asked him to. Hops on the roof. He's trying to fix some shit. So we all outside, you know, enjoying nature. No power.
I'm gonna just go ahead and get us on. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way.
This shit finally
They
focusing.
get tatted, bro. They get tatted. I haven't gotten tatted yet, but I got two options: inside the owl or on my calf.
I like inside the owl.
Inside the owl. Inside the owl. Alright, we might do that.
This shit finally focusing.
You know, on the fourth day of the studio session, it was important because we had lost the previous day because the power went out. So when we got back in the studio, it wasn't going to be everybody, but it turned out to be a lot of web members.
Stay still, the door. Let me get one.
Even Josh was there, and that was a lifesaver because he was going to get something really amazing on camera that night. It was amazing too because we had just ordered gear for all of us to bond, something that represented through the web, and we called them web beanies. So we just started handing them out to everyone, and it was a really cool thing to see everybody rock their web beanies. And from that point, you really started to see a lot of people rocking them. But that day as well, we came out with Cool Waters, which was such a vibe and such a contrast. You know, in my heart, I was hearing a lot of the songs we had created, but we really didn't have a dance track. And Cool Waters was, you know, something that was reflected of that.
I'm on the corner, pulled out, splashing like the fool I am. We dancing in the room, getting fast. I'm on the water, cooling out. I'll keep it cool. Well, I'm so committed, you can see it in my eyes.
We just been shipping through the cities, ride around top hot like a Betty. I just been searching for Benjamins, won't trip if I had to get it gritty. Now you can ball whenever you want, just gotta go sacrifice and get it. I was inside of my head, that's how you go get it.
That nigga said
It probably should be divine.
look, nigga, whatever.
It just they all fit like glue, and by they all I mean Cab, Joville, and Duke with foreign engineering. All they need to do was pick that beat from Jovanic's beat pack, and they got to work. Me myself, Vinay. What's crazy about that song is Vinay left to go get water, cause at this point, pretty sure we discussed it, but there was no central air conditioning at the Cade's headquarters, so. We weren't gonna have everybody there without water or refreshments. So Vinay had left and I was in charge. And so I had split everybody up between studios A and B, and we were going through beats. And in Jovanic's beat pack was the beat for Tintin and Divine. I set Cab, Joville, and Duke up with foreign in that room.
A lot of people like to tell me, oh, I need to go do it somewhere else because you can't get that here. Like this, what we doing right now, is what's needed to be done.
I don't know how long I was gone, but I was gone. Tintin and Divine was done, and the whole room was jamming out to it. Forever proud of them boys for that. They made a hit. And the way Duke tells the story is, the energy just fed off one another. One person started writing and they spit, next person got in booth and they spit. The person I'm really proud of for sure is Joville. Legend has it, Joville heard the beat, he watched Cab and Duke work, told Foreign, all right, bro, I'm gonna get in. He got in his spit and it was crazy. Shout out to that boy.
Jovanic, you so dumb.
I should have had a joint, damn it.
I'm so sober, it's crazy.
And so I kick the corner, bend the curve. I don't like speed, I like the vibe. Twist my weed up, now I get high. I'm skin tight vegan, passenger side of the Chevy. She only let me in her belly, bitch. I'm in the gut, they move. And I got cheap fitness. Why they always talk like they're wrong, boy? Up past the fish, I got on white crocs like Jordan Ward. Y'all can't pay no big bank, cause all y'all poor. Bitch, just go home. Fuck is y'all playing for? Treat it like my verses, I'ma take her and just lay.
What has this been like, Yellow?
Yes, it's been an experience, man. It's something kind of like, it's like, I don't know, like a family for real, you know? Like, it's kind of beautiful to see people, all come together and just, less egos involved and shit, man.
It's Just Mikey's last show was something that was very sad for us.
I actually feel loved and appreciated that all these people showed out for me to come see my last time. This is the first time I felt loved in a long time, so thank everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody in this bitch, bro. So shouts out to Broward County, bro. Shouts out to Dade County, bro.
No, but I'm not gonna lie, I watched Cuz since Nova Middle and I watched Cuz since What the Fuck. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. Both of these niggas killers, drug dealers, and all type of shit. So you better stop playing from here to Spain. All the pussy ass hoes know their name.
I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just rocking the beat. Make that money stretch like it's nylon. I've been making snakes like a python.
I don't need no start button. I just pop into this. Ain't no other rap niggas out here more poppin' than this. Used to pop in Percocets, I'm as popular gets.
I feel like in Broward and South Florida, because that's where I am right now. I think a lot of people are trying to emulate what was going on 2016 and 2018. That wave has passed already. But for the people that are really pushing the boundaries and stuff like that and just like breaking down the blocks, every time they leave Florida and then they get big once they leave Florida.
And while none of this music was released, what better way to understand and gauge how this project was gonna go if we didn't perform some of the songs to tease to the crowd?
No answer. I'm gonna let it ring out. Cab be the first one being, yo.
Fuck you, Taylor.
Fuck that shit. Listen,
You're performing Tinted and Divine.
I thought you said no, Kim.
I did say no. I said no.
Piece of shit. You don't have to fucking convince me to perform it.
Nigga, I wasn't trying to convince you in the first place. You asked why. That's why, nigga. This shit is gas.
I just wanted to know why you don't stand on your word. I was always on the side of performing this shit.
I was always on the side. Listen, nigga, I thought at first it should have stayed confidential. Now I think opposite.
All right, so yeah, we were listening through the reference tracks in the drive, and we were listening to Tinted and Divine, and we thought it would be raw as hell if we could get you, Cab, and Duke to perform that song during Cab's set.
Oh, fuck. Look, good. You got some that bit right now, so I can overplay that shit.
Hell yeah. I'm going to send it your way.
I don't know nothing.
Then we called Duke. This is not on camera because my silly ass did not press record, but Duke was about it as well.
Shipping through the city. Photo beat, window tinted, shipping through the city. What you doing, fam? What you doing? So I hit the corner, bend the curve. I don't like speeding, I like the vibe. Twist my weed up and I get high. Skin tight V, passing the side of the Chevy. She only let me in her belly. Bitch, I'm in the gut, nigga move. And I got an ounce to sell it. No cash out ready, don't sell it. You rap nigga, pee me and jack. You can shipping through the city, right around top, hot like a bitty. I just been searching for Benjamins, won't care if I had to get it gritty. And you can ball whenever you want, just gotta sacrifice and get it. I was inside of my head, inside of the well, I'm happy, I'm in the field. I can be looking for bitches inside, you rich, you choose, we lame, when you end up paying. Choose you see when you go get tinted, choose that part when you know that shit. Talking about all these niggas, I'm just trying to ball my niggas. I'm so high, well, I'm so committed, you can see it in my shit. You can see it in my eyes. You know what? Okay, first off, how I want this Mario's and end up with my shirt off.
It was weird, but it sounded like people knew the words. I'm like, how do you know the words? How do you guys know the words? It was amazing. If I had to be honest, from understanding that was It's Just Mikey's last show at the time to, you know, the new emergence that was happening with this documentary, it really just felt to me like a torch was being handed over. It was like this beautiful light that was being shined on all of us. It was a beacon of hope that whatever we do past this night, it's gonna be great.
Bad light-skinned motherfucker!
Because, you know, a lot of artists, they don't come down to Florida anymore because it's so expensive to book shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's giving Florida less of a rep that it used to have, you know what I'm saying? Now really all we got is like 3 points and Rolling Loud, if I'm being real.
We brought a lot of people simply because that's my demographic. That's why I know where I get the most love. You go where the love is at. Don't ever let nobody tell you anything different. You go where the love is at.
They're gonna like not even mention you in a lot of instances and stuff like that. So I think it really depends on like how you are as a person. Like music isn't just gonna get you out.
I mean, Florida like a prison though, fam. So you really can't get shit out of here. I can't change it. Not even gonna lie, can't. It's just a bunch of things that we have to deal with and can't change. But we gotta work around that shit. And it's okay. It's okay to overcome it. You feel me? Like, that's the thing that you're supposed to do.
We kept networking. We met different people. It was amazing. I mean, Mikey's last show was amazing.
Shout out to Castle. Shout out to ATP. Shout out to Datfield. Shout out to Cavs manager.
And every time a nigga just right, it's like I trip, man. I'm thankful for the people I got. This is what I.
It's been an awesome ass experience. I can tell you, and I got my own. You know, we'll touch it up. We'll get it better, but we're here. You know, I'm grateful to be part of this team as well.
Right now, I'm very happy and excited and inspired by what's going on.
The engineering part of it, just helping out, you know, getting some dry cuts and doing the little mixes here and there to be able to send out to the team and, you know, fix them up and see what we can do for the product.
It was a point of introspection for us. We really wanted to evaluate what we could do to take things even higher with our production.
Trap music lately, but they took me back to the old school. That's all I can say.
Somehow we like young niggas. We might share the cheese. My cutter's got some curtains with some more rusty.
We really pushed our artists, and they rose to the occasion. We didn't have too many pushback.
You really got your back. When you're going through that pain, it's like you've been through the rain, but
We were always at all times locked into the mission of what we were doing. And, you know, it was a great process. It was a long process.
I'm actually like surprised. I'm amazed. I'm enjoying it. It's hard to describe, bro. Shit is lit. It's gonna be lit. I just can't wait till we finish.
All the tracks and everything, being the producer behind them, like, it's gonna be some dope ass tracks with some dope ass artists, and I'm excited for you guys to hear that as well.
That studio session really marked a turning point of us nearing the end of this incredible process.
It's just been something, like you said, amazing to see. Like, not in a, I feel like a lot of people do want this kind of thing. You feel me? Like, it feel like, you know, everybody should get together, make a song, like, and just like put a project out. And to see all the times I've heard that, and then to actually be in it right now, is like manifestation at its best. Like, it's just like, this is wonderful. Like, this is destiny. I feel like destiny.
The hard work these people have been putting into this music, this talent, is going crazy. I'm enjoying it. This is lit. I'm fucking with it. We're gonna fuck the internet up with this one. Don't fuck it up.
I'm here through the web right now, rocking what matters.
I wanted a different delivery. Let me hear. I might have to actually come in with a different energy. Let me hear that. Like a little bit more. I kind of was just like.
Gonna make stuff too.
Okay. So it sounds like we need a part 2 session. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have time to do this today.
Got it. So the mastering session was a critical phase in the album. By this point, we had so many revisions with this, with this project, and it wasn't on the artist anymore. It was us. We wanted to make sure the mix was the best because we didn't have the time to take it to our external contact to mix and master. We didn't have the time nor the funds, being honest. So we got it to the best mix of its ability. We tracked out the stems, and we took it to our boy Armando.
Weird, even with auto-tune and stuff. It's the nature of this beat. Alright. So I kind of have a way to fix that.
The lyrics to this, to his vocals?
We don't. The funny thing with Tioki, he kind of just says poetic stuff.
Okay.
And then we don't know what he's saying.
My name is Brunella. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I make music because it's just what feels most natural to me.
And how long have you been making music?
Since I was in the 3rd grade, I've been writing songs and stuff like that.
We'll just run through it. Okay.
Everything comes and goes. Everything comes back. Yeah. Everything I said back then. Everything comes and goes. And everything comes back. Everything I said back then.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I would keep.
For the second half of like the last chorus in the song.
I was thinking the second half of all choruses, just to, I don't know.
To bring it in kind of like half of this.
Yes, I think that's, yeah. So just the back half too.
Yeah, like from here.
Okay, cool.
I think. Let me see that. From there.
On camera. Okay, so say it again.
These are being mixed by different engineers or people?
Yes,
Or the
so
artists themselves?
so it's this concept where a bunch of producers, engineers, writers, artists, they get in a room for 10 days and they make a track. This is essentially what we were trying to replicate here. And so yeah, there were a culmination of different producers.
Different singers and producers are working together.
Yep.
So okay.
What you hear so far. How does this album sound to you? What vibes do you get? What colors? If not colors,
There's
how
a
would you
lot,
describe
'cause
it?
It's very diverse right now. I don't know, it just sounds diverse. There's a lot of color in it.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of different elements going on here. Everybody's kind of bringing something different to the table here. Not everyone sounds the same at all.
We just want to say thank y'all. We said a personal thank you to all of the artists, all of the producers, and some of the people that went unnamed, but they knew that, you know, we were so grateful for everything that they brought to this process, documentary-wise and music-wise. It was one of those things where you knew the universe brought us all together to create something big. And we created something that is going to stand the test of time and will continue to stand the test of time.
Shout out to 555 Listening for opening up his home to us, to letting us practice. It was, I don't even know how late at night, but we were outside. Everybody that was there definitely wanted to be there because they're not popping out for no reason, not to Springs on a weekday night. This was a first experience with, you know, our music like this, with all the artists in the same place trying to get it done. Sticking it out with us and trying to figure it out. Shout out to everybody for popping through. That was, again, another moment where we sat back and were like, damn, we're really doing this. We're really putting on a show focused solely on an album that we made together. Often imitated, but rarely duplicated.
In the building, we about to rock the fuck out. Shout my nigga Duke in the building, we about to rock out. Shout my nigga Cindy. Shout my nigga La, we about to rock out. Shout my nigga Blue. Shout my other nigga Blue. We ain't seen the nigga, but we gonna rock out, man. Shout my nigga Monty, Foreign, Benet. Shout my nigga Rain. Shout my nigga Kush. Shout my nigga Vader. Shout my nigga Josh. Shout my nigga Ben. Shout out my nigga Yellow. Shout out my nigga. Those all my niggas? Those might be all my niggas, man. Friezo. That boy Friezo in the cut.
Yeah. About their music and they have their own style. So it's great to just see everyone collaborate together.
Yeah. When I'm around Better Days, like, I don't feel like, I feel like I'm around artists, but first I feel like I'm around friends. Like, I feel like I'm in a community. Like, it's very communal, it's very unitized, you know? So it's like, it's very different because you don't really get that anywhere else.
I really came out here to see Tinted Divine, bruh. Joyville gonna spaz on that. Joyville, Cab, Duke, my dog, who else? Crowley, Yellow, all of them, bro. But this whole shit gonna be bangers, bro. Straight bangers. You already know how this shit rocking. Better Days too. Yes, sir.
You know, when we got to the actual Better Days experience, it was an incredible turnout. Everybody put their all, their hearts, their soul into that show. And we performed basically every song with the exception of the couple.
We had the Better Days experience too. Great time, great experience, meeting, networking with people, you know, listening to different genres.
October 29th, 2023 will forever go down in history because that is where everything was leading up to. This was it. You had a song on this project, you were getting up on that skate ramp and you were performing. We had went from scouting this location and shooting content beforehand. We were hyping this up for like a week straight before the event.
You know that nigga Cuban's hollow, he got on thin ice. 20 seasons I received it, feel like
Everybody here, people that's a part of it, people that's not a part of it. This is amazing, bro. This is talent, pure talent at its finest. And we only gonna get better from here, baby.
Our presence was felt that night. There were people that were in awe. There were people that came from West Palm Beach to see this. Like, we're in Miami. We're at the bottom of, we were in El Porto. Like, there were people from Lake Worth and West Palm Beach that came to see us. Like, I've never felt so honored.
Your future galactic pop princess. Nice to meet you. I'm excited to see all my friends perform. We put a lot of work into this project. We were so adamant on making sure that this was a experience that everyone could enjoy, and I'm really proud of us.
You know, we just performing the songs off the illustrious, beautiful Through the Web tape. You know, I'm really excited to be, you know, performing alongside the people that I made the songs with and everybody else even involved in this. So I'm just really excited to see how this comes out. It's gonna be lit.
Everybody looked good. I need y'all to look at Blue Nightmare's outfit. Do you see this? The man could dress. Did you see Waynella? The moment between Blue Nightmare and Waynella, where they kind of come together, is such a beautiful, atmospheric scene. Their chemistry was through the roof that night.
You feel me? We got so many fire ass talents and so many fire ass songs. I feel like we gotta just.
It wasn't just your regular show. This show was personal for Benet and I. It was personal for the artists. You could feel the community just all throughout the party. A semblance of togetherness. It was a celebration of the blood, sweat, and tears we put into this album, the connections we made, the people that we
You liking the show so far? Everything?
This show is hosted by Foreign and Alexander Crowley, and they did a wonderful job keeping everything together.
It ain't about pay, then I ain't gon' pay attention. Looking in the room, there ain't no tension. Straight out of the bag, my nigga, better days come this shit. Lit that motherfucker, bro. Born Alex, y'all boys that shit. Everybody up this being, y'all boys snapping on this bitch, but no count. Give you a ring, not fighting a ring. So why do we fight for what? Whatever I say past 3, keep me discreet. Need one, gon' keep me on a leash. Been in the pound so long I read.
Then we got to nearing the end of everything. I get into a mode where I get real passionate, and y'all are probably gonna see it and hear it. But what we did end off with is Through the Web. The show kicked off, people started pouring in.
You know I'm tryna vibe. Call, hang up, start fights with you. Hush, I wanna fight for me and love me some more.
You know, when we started to near the end, Tinted and Divine, of course it went off.
Can't keep this shit started without my tone. Yeah. First so we can feel it.
At that point, yeah, everybody knew the words. And when we finally got to Through the Web, we asked everybody to come close. We did a speech about, you know, what it took for us to get there, because a lot of people didn't know.
Don't even sit down, get out. Don't even sit down, get out. I don't even wanna hear your mouth. The pedal out, so I turned it down. The pedal out, so I turned it. I'm in my bag, I'm in that mood. Yeah, this be nice, but I'ma get rude. I said fuck you, and I meant it. Coming out of nowhere with this pressure, I don't sweat it to the gang, I'm indebted. Yeah, I put my life on the line to the ending. I don't regret it. Hey Charlotte, don't you see me calling?
We're gonna do more albums, we're gonna do more songs, we're gonna do more shows, more concerts, more events. And everybody that is open to collaboration and that is interested in some of the things that we have going on. You're a part of the web now. The web of connections never stops connecting. It was such a full circle moment, man.
Everything I had went from cleaning teeth to writing. Hey, it just didn't stand. 2017, I was down bad. You done down when you stand. Passion made me lose friends and fans. I was going through it in the lab. Lost my baby, she ain't coming back. Gave us everything. I don't think you want to.
From a stream, this heartache's what I sing. I'm rolled up so high, tangled emotions I can't deny. Lost in the web of my misery. This pain has become my only company. I won't even sit down, get out. Don't wanna hear you scream and shout.
We took a lot of time as spiders to create a very intricate web of connections that created the work of art that was through the web. But spiders never stop creating webs.
We did it. We really did it, man.
Most importantly, shout out y'all for showing up, sticking through with us, listening to the album, listening to the whole show, coming through with us and enjoying it. Not only just being here because y'all love us, but because y'all support the cause. Thank you so much. Y'all are now a part of the web. Y'all are all now spiders. We're in this together. Better days coming.
I'ma stand on everything I say. Everything comes to fold, put it out there, everything goes good. 10 toes, no more fold. I'ma stand on everything I say.
Since a poppy seed, knew this shit would come from me. Expressive over samples, that's what comforts me. Head down in the grind, trying to tuck some G's. Tuck your elbow for the shot, repetition speaks. Long live the dawn, know you rest is sweet. Peace beyond forever, watch over the team. Smooth as butter, ladies love them, polishing beats. I need them coloring keys. I got my dry together, flies ever, sticking to my plan that I laid down. Too much shaky ground, watch the people around you. Hold the space, hold your weight, know you're worth the value. Move with actions, kid, that shit gon' always speak volumes. I'm only speaking from experience, never timid with mine. When it rains, I know the sun gon' shine, coming back tenfold. I'm standing 10 toes on them.
Everything comes tenfold, put it out there, everything goes good. 10 toes, no more fold. I'ma stand on everything I say. Everything comes tenfold, put it out there, everything goes good. 10 toes, no more fold. I'ma stand on everything I say.
Yeah, everything comes back tenfold. And better. Nah, we deadass sat there and came up with an idea. How can we do something different? Who do we want a part of it? And that shit really happened. We fucking did it. We made a project.
We literally sitting in the middle of the web right now. And we're watching all the connections, all the interactions, the friendships, the moments. We're doing it together. Bro, like this shit is gonna come back tenfold. All the energy that we're